I literally just got this email about the Minimal Phone 2, which, if you don't know, is a sequel to the main Minimal Phone here, which is e-paper, decent, kind of fucking slow, but yeah. It's e-paper, it's cool. It makes it so that distractions are near impossible on this, which is great if you're sick of this fucking rectangle that has become everyone's life. If you're asking why I have such a negative view, but I still have one, it's because, well, it's my camera when I'm not recording on my webcam. But anyway, point being, those who care about digital minimalism or not being sucked in by notifications and being distracted all the time, this phone's fucking awesome. Now, when I'm getting news about this, the sequel, the Minimal Phone 2, I'm hyped. I'm just like looking at the email and have the site open another tab. And let's check this shit out. Right here, we see what I assume is, I don't know what this is. Some prototype, maybe? It says Google on the top left, Google file. This looks like a prototype or something. But anyway, the full specs will be released pretty soon. But for right now, what they gave us is this, a 360 view. So you got the regular, which I'm assuming they're gonna call it black or something, but it looks like dark gray. Looks cool. The white one is also cool. I probably won't get that one because it's gonna show dirt like crazy. So let's look at this one. Now this spinning is kind of annoying. Let me bring this here. So now let's compare. In terms of the keyboard, it looks like slightly more rounded edges, I guess. They moved, I'm assuming, the home button to the bottom next to the space bar, because that's the same logo as the home button here. And on the left, they also, well, they got rid of the camera on the bottom left of the keyboard, which is awesome. That was in my wishlist video. Not only removing it from there, but moving the camera to the top. As you can see, that's where it is, up at the top. And I think they also did what I wanted them to do in terms of the design. Is they said, oh, it's going to be a bit smaller. And I'm thinking, how? This is not a huge phone. And I'm looking at these huge ass bezels and I'm thinking, okay, so they'll keep the screen probably a similar size, but shrink the bezels around it. And it looks like that's what they did here. I also see the notification light, which was mentioned in the original email. I don't see a symbol button, which you might be able to see here. But there's also a new control button here, so maybe that's it. I don't know. Though probably not. Thing, the physical keyboard, it just feels fucking cheap as shit. I prefer metal objects in general over plastic. Now, the big thing here is, you can see on the left, on this phone, there are 3 buttons. On the left side, here, there are 2. What does that tell you? It tells you there's no fucking e-ink or e-paper on the Minimal Phone 2. And you can also tell that by how sharp and colorful, well, not colorful, but there is color here. So I wonder how they're doing this. This could just easily be a launcher that looks like this, just has black and white and then one accent color. Or it could be something they configure with the phone where it's like, it looks similar to what was done with the Light Phone 3, where it's like OLED black and white instead. But maybe they have a special version of this where it's black and white and then there's some accent color you can choose for things. Or realistically, it probably has color, unfortunately. I mean, color can help when you're looking at pictures and stuff, but I wonder about the distraction element of this. Because even this, I'm like, oh, okay, there's things to do, whether, like, yeah, even, like, you might think this is crazy, but even this is too much for me. I don't want that shit. Luckily, it's Android, I assume. So you can put in whatever launcher you want. I will put in the O launcher or minimal launcher. They both look pretty much like this, just a list of things. That's my preferred launcher these days. Anything else, I'm like, I don't fucking care. Please stop. Leave me alone. On the back, they moved the logo to the corner. Now let me see this. On this side, it looks like there's one button and that matches over here. So I'm assuming it's a fingerprint reader as well. I think that might, yeah, I think that's the SIM card thingy as well. Which, I don't know, I'm not taking the case off, but it's there probably. I want to see under. It said 360 view, but I cannot see under it, so that's not cool. I do see on top, there is something that looks like a button, which is not available on this phone. It just has a little microphone on top. So what this might be, and I hope, will be something like a silence mode. I think the Mudita Compact has something like this where you flip it and it pretty much puts airplane mode on. That is to say, it creates an offline mode immediately with one switch, which I think is pretty cool. Now, this phone has an error still to this day where if you try to make a call sometimes, it will give you an error of server being unreachable, and the fix for that is turning on and off airplane mode. Now, the cynical part of me thinks, oh, this button is just so you can go poop poop and then make a call, which would be crazy. I hope they fix it by now. What I see here also is 5G, which is, I think that was on my wish list as that would be kind of cool to have, but I don't really care for it. Doesn't matter too much on this phone because I won't be streaming games or whatever. Now, what I also notice is that in general, it's more of a rounded phone, which looks nice. I think this is going to be pretty cool. I do wonder if it's better optimized though, because on this phone, I can do what I want. It just doesn't look great. But there are some pages where it's not quite optimized because of the screen size. Now, I have a feeling that's often due to the web developers not making it responsive to match certain aspect ratios, which is most likely the case. But part of me hopes that it's just something that this phone lacked. That's what I'm hoping. I'm also looking and I see the symbols on the letter. I see T and Y have the parentheses. They're the symbols. X for keyboard, which I'm thankful for because parentheses, you use a lot more than you think. So I am glad they're more easily available. I do see a search button, which is interesting too, on the left of the keyboard, the space bar. I don't know what that'll be. Maybe it's a quick thing. It'll start searching your phone's apps or files or something. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, I mean the keyboard itself, it looks cool. They fit an extra 2 buttons on there, believe it or not. So that's interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about the notification LED light up top. I really hope you could turn that off. I don't like having that. I really don't. On my previous, I had a Jelly Star, and for notification lights, what I had, and I think this is probably what I'll do, is set notification just for missed calls. Because if there's a blinking thing on my phone, it's like, oh, I missed a call. The point of the phone is to call. So I missed that. I got to get back to that. That's fine. Anything beyond that, I just don't give a shit, honestly. Like, if I miss it, I miss it, whatever. I might even not do that, to be quite honest with you. Just having a blinking light notification, I don't like that. I really don't like that shit. It annoys me, actually. Anyway, it looks like the e-paper is gone, which sucks. But I'm still looking forward to what it has to offer. Now, my only issue is that there's another phone that looks very similar to this. It's called the Clix Communicator. So you can stop it. As you can see, it looks fairly similar to this, although this did come first. But then again, the Clix Communicator is also basing itself off of the BlackBerry and other PDAs. Personally, if you ask me, I prefer the design of the Minimal Phone 2 over this because the keyboard is more, it's just a bit shrunk down. Now, it might be more comfortable to have all this space in between and all that, but I don't know. It looks kind of like there's a little square phone inside of a keyboard housing case. I think this serves the same function maybe, so I'm very curious which one is going to be better, because if they both do the exact same thing, this one has lost the e-paper advantage to me. So unless they have some very locked down customization or something where you're gonna have a really hard time actually scrolling and stuff on this one, I gotta see, because this one straight up is just a square Android phone with the keyboard, so that's cool. This one, I'm hoping it has more limitations on it. Otherwise, it's going to be a very similar thing. But already the design philosophy of it, where it's monochrome with an accent, I'm liking what they're doing. I hope this applies to just more than the launcher, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to make another video when we get more details on this, because I'm very, like, I really like this phone, but it's got fucking issues. And it's kind of annoying. It's more annoying to me now. I thought I could live with this phone for, like, ever, but it's kind of fucking annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I would just want this phone, but literally have better e-paper. That's it. Like, just a bit faster refresh. Maybe color I can turn off. You know, there's another phone. the High Break Big Me or something. That one is really appealing to me. It's basically one of the basic rectangle phones, but it's e-paper. So it looks cool, but it's way too big. I want a phone that's smaller, and I do like the keyboard on this too. Although I don't use it too often because I just prefer to dictate, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what they have here with the details coming. But yeah, I'll be honest, I'm gonna be one of the first to. I really like what this phone has done. The limitations have been great. I've got my screen time down quite a lot. I want that to continue. The biggest thing for me has honestly been just removing apps that are dangerous. Even fucking YouTube. That's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down. If I need to use YouTube, I literally go on the browser of the phone and watch it through there. So it's like you can see something, but it's not the best way. Especially on this phone. It's like, the fuck am I doing? I just prefer to watch it on the TV or something or a computer. Let me know in the comments if you're thinking of getting the Minimal Phone 2 or maybe the Minimal Phone 1. When this one comes out, if I get it, maybe I'll do a giveaway to a subscriber or something. Or I might sell it. Who knows? But if I'm really into this, I will replace this phone in a heartbeat if this is better. I really got to see how the distraction is handled on this. But leave a comment if you're thinking about getting this phone or thinking about getting this one. If you're a tech worker who's planning on getting one of these things because you're sick of checking your Teams messages every fucking 7 minutes, check the link in the description. Subscribe to the newsletter. So check out the course I have down there specifically for tech workers who have issues logging off. I've gone through a hell of a journey wanting to quit my job, but I've configured my day to have tech work with me and for me instead of me being at the mercy of bings and booms and dings and dongs and shit on my phone. So if you have issues with that, check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.